Well, let's see. This album is in some ways an answer to the things that have happened in the last 6 years personally, but also in a public way. You know, there's one or two songs that deal with my marriage and the death of my brother, but I didn't want to just write a personal album about my own issues. You know, I wanted to make an album about New York City that had a little wider perspective. So there's a couple of songs where I don't appear at all. No, I think that these the songs on this album are probably a little more autobiographical in nature. I mean, to be honest, I don't really like autobiographical songs. You know, I don't like songs that talk about their feelings and all of this. But when I'm working on a song that is autobiographical, what I try to imagine is, you know, the song to my daughter, for example. I think, could any mother sing this to their child? And I think that they could. I think it's not so specifically about Ruby that it couldn't apply to some other child or some other mother's feeling about their daughter. Because there are plenty of people in my own country, in America, who they speak the language, but they don't understand the idea. So, you know, I think here in Europe, people, they live with poetry, they've lived with songs that have poetry in them for many years and many decades and hundreds of years. And so it's not so mysterious. And so the connection is right there. I'm always writing something. I have a bunch of notebooks, and I'm always keeping them, and I keep them on the computer, and I keep them in my pocketbook, and I'm always writing something down, and I'm always working on emails. And so it's part of my daily experiences to write something or another, even if it's just a letter to my daughter or a note to my husband or some reckoning for myself in my journal. It's part of what I love to do. Well, that's the thing about New York City is that, you know, all you have to do is cross the street and you go from one world to another world. And Lee Ranaldo is someone I've run into many times in New York at different occasions, at different studios, different parties, different events. And we always talk to each other and say hi, and we need to work together. And I've seen them, I've heard their records. And of course, Patti Smith I've seen many times, and because of my work with Lenny Kaye, I've seen her many times and seen Tony many times. So basically what I'm trying to do is get the best musicians for the song itself. And I felt that they did a great job, and they were really, that was what I wanted for those songs. I mean, I don't know if we have the same pop songs in America as you have here in Italy, but there were some bands recently what they call the emo bands. Panic at the Disco, I thought, you know, they have some lyrics that if you actually read them, they read like poems or they read like plays. They're not just, you know, I love you and I want you and I want to have sex with you. I mean, they're really more complicated and more involved, and they're really like little plays with dialogue, and the videos are also like little movies. I mean, they're pretty great, you know, some of them are. So it's not just all stupid stuff.